Well, Ohio State gets the win 20-12 over Penn State, and this was a terrific game by both teams, really, especially on defense. Offensively, both teams really struggled to get it going, especially early in the game. Biggest difference in this game, Ohio State has Marvin Harrisons Jr., Penn State does not. That was really the main difference in this game. Both defenses are absolutely incredible. Everywhere else, they're pretty much equal across the board, and I said it in the preview prediction. Whoever is able to find a way to just have a better time through the air is going to win this game. And Ohio State did. Drew Aller, 18 for 42, 191 yards and a touchdown versus Kyle McCord, 22 for 35, 286 yards and a touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 11 receptions, 162 yards and 1 touchdown. Marvin Harrison was the difference in this game. He absolutely was. And when you look at this game and you look at James Franklin in particular, as a Penn State fan, what exactly are you thinking at this point in time? It has to get old at some point that you can't win a big game. Now, I will say this is a tough ask to win on the road at Ohio State, a top 4 Ohio State team who Ryan Day is 35-0 now, 36-0 against Big Ten teams not named Michigan. At the same time, though, if this is Penn State's max potential, what are people's opinions on James Franklin? I mean, Penn State's a great football team. They have a lot of great talent. They have the talent to win a national championship. But how long do you go until you start pulling your hair out when you see your Penn State team play exceptional through the season until they play a ranked opponent that's ranked in the top 5, top 10, and everything that you saw in this first few weeks just doesn't even show up in this game, in the big games? As a Penn State fan, that's got to get hard and annoying to watch after a while. I know as a Georgia fan, if that happened in Georgia, it would piss me off. Penn State, it's time for them to win one of these big games. And it's got to be this year, I think. I don't see Penn State really getting a whole lot better than what they are right now. They have great players across the board. The quarterback play was just absolutely abysmal today. Now, Ohio State does have a great defense. That's going to play a part. Like I said, Penn State was going to have to find ways to take shots downfield, and they just couldn't. They never had to up until this point. And I said that in the preview prediction. Because Penn State hasn't had the opportunity to take shots deep, whether they're choosing not to or they haven't had to or both, it was going to come back and bite them in this game, and it did. Ohio State has a really good run defense. No matter how good Penn State's rushing offense is, Ohio State was going to have an answer for it. The only way Penn State was going to be able to officially run the football is by airing it out deep, and they just couldn't do it. And that's why they lost. It's as simple as that. So Ohio State, it looks like they're going to probably, assuming they win out, they're going to be 11-0 by the time they play Michigan. Michigan, assuming they beat Penn State as well, just because I just don't see anything changing for Penn State this year. If this is what we're going to get from them in the big games, Michigan will probably beat Penn State. Michigan and Ohio State will be 11-0 once again in the final game of the season. That's going to determine who makes it out of the Big Ten East and win the Big Ten. This is a good game. It was really fun to watch, especially if you like defense. This was really entertaining. It was hard to watch at times, too, if you're an offensive guy, especially if you're a Penn State fan. That was a tough watch for your offense. You couldn't really do hardly anything. I mean, Penn State didn't even really try to run the ball as much in this game. I mean, Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen had 9 carries apiece. I don't agree with that. I think they should have got more carries. I'm not James Franklin. I'm not the coach. I don't know more than he does. I don't. So I don't know what the game plan was in this game. Obviously, Drew Aller, it should have been clear from the beginning that he wasn't going to be able to throw this team. He wasn't going to be able to throw for a win. So Penn State loses. Ohio State wins 20-12. Penn State and James Franklin disappoint in a big game yet again. That's your recap for Ohio State, Penn State. Y'all have a good day.